Good morning, everybody. It's Miss Judy. I'm going to do a real quick card for you today. So easy and very pretty. But I have a question. Sometimes when you're doing projects, you're going to end up with the leftovers. So what do you do with the leftovers? Well, here's a little simple card using some leftovers. I have already stamped this because I used a pigment stamp and it takes a while to dry. But I'm using an A2 base that's white, and I'm using a mat that is cut at 5 1/4 by 4, and that will go on here. Then I'm going to use a leftover, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece down real quick so we can get that part on there. I'm going to open up this card, get it on the mat on here, and I think that's just about dry. It does take a little bit longer. I'm using White Daisy pigment based acid-free stamp set. Now the difference is some of our inks are water-based dye ink and it's acid-free. So the pigment is a thicker ink, takes longer to dry, but it in some of the colors it looks nicer to use, some of the things you might be doing. So I have to order my water-based White Daisy, but I have the pigment based here, and like I said, it takes a little while to dry. So what I've done on this leftover, I have cut it in half, or not, well, sort of in half, but I've cut it on a diagonal, and the piece started out at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, and what I did was just take a slice out of the middle, and I kind of gauged it on the amount of space I wanted for a stamping in the middle. So you can gauge your slice that you want at any size you want. So mine, I did about 1 1/4, and then I went over here to 2 1/4, and that's where I cut. And then on the bottom piece I did about 1 1/4, and I did 1 2 3 1/2. So like I said, it's anything you want, any size you want for your pieces that you want to use. And then all you do is tape or glue your pieces. I'm using some close to my heart paper that is very pretty, but it's leftover. And then you put the other piece down, and you have your card. Simple, simple, easy. And you're using some of your scraps and your leftovers. I think I'm going to put some bling on here. I pulled out some little sequiny things, rhinestones. I think I'm going to put, let's see, put one right here, and another one right over here, and then I could put some in the larger part. Let's see what that looks like. Larger part of the roses. Yeah, that's pretty. Just decorate it whatever you want to do. And I've got 2 up here. I could probably go ahead and do that, and then we'll be done. One right here. And you know, it depends on the look you want from your card. Bling adds a nice little touch and makes it look a little bit fancy, or if you wanted it to be more plain. And you can see here, I just smeared a tiny bit of my ink, but I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna maybe take an eraser after it gets a little more dried. So I did this card, and I used a stamp from CardzTV called Hugs and Kisses, and I used the one that says "You Make Me Happy," but she's got several different things. "You Are My Sunshine," "You Make My Heart Sing," "Bitten by the Love Bug." It's kind of a Valentine-y, but it can be used for any time. "My Love." And then I did one more card with some leftovers from Hawthorne, and I pulled out CardzTV Fall Fun, because these kind of colors look a little bit fall, and I did Over the River and Through the Woods, and put some stones on this, and made my card. Oh, I have something on the inside of that one. I will get that erased off. But here are two cards, very simple designs, easy to do, good way to get in your stash and use it up for some easy cards. So that's all I have today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. I love talking to all of you, and I love talking to myself. Ta-ta!